6 isometric exercises that regenerate your entire body after 50. Did you know that about 68% of people over 50 suffer from some type of chronic pain? Knee pain, lower back pain, shoulder pain, and other joint issues that many believe are just natural consequences of aging. The truth is that these pains are rarely caused by age itself, but rather by years of neglect of your own body. The good news is that it's still possible to reverse these problems, even after 50. And no, we're not talking about the thousands of things the fitness industry insists you need to do. Attend an expensive gym, hire a personal trainer with decades of experience, or consume miracle supplements. It's possible to transform your body without leaving home and using only the weight you already have, your own body weight. Today you'll see 6 isometric exercises that heal years of neglect and can completely regenerate your body after 50. Before we begin, tell me in the comments your name and how long you've been training. Isometric exercise number 1. Reverse plank. The reverse plank is one of the most complete isometric exercises, and surprisingly, one of the least known. Originating from Olympic gymnastics practices, this posture was adapted for functional and rehabilitation training due to its impressive benefits. What makes this exercise particularly valuable for people over 50 is its ability to simultaneously strengthen the entire posterior chain of the body, an area frequently neglected and responsible for many postural problems that arise with age. The reverse plank targets practically all the muscles in the back of the body, the spinal erectors that support your spine, the glutes that are essential for pelvic stability, the hamstrings that protect your knees, and even the shoulder and arm muscles that often lose strength with advancing age. To perform it correctly, sit on the floor with your legs extended. Position your hands on the floor next to your hips with fingers pointing toward your feet. Raise your hips, creating a straight line from your shoulders to your heels. Your posture should form a table, with your chest facing the ceiling. A common mistake I see many people make is keeping the hips too low, which drastically reduces the benefits and can overload the wrists. Another frequent error is raising the hips too much, creating a position similar to a bridge, which transfers tension to the lower back region. For beginners over 50, I recommend starting by maintaining the position for just 10 to 15 seconds, performing 3 sets with a 30-second rest interval. As you progress, gradually increase the time under tension to 30, 45, and eventually 60 seconds per set. The beauty of this exercise lies in its ability to strengthen the spine-stabilizing muscles and improve proprioception, significantly reducing the risk of falls, a serious problem for older people. Remember that breathing is fundamental during any isometric exercise. Maintain constant and controlled breathing without holding your breath. This simple practice helps stabilize intra-abdominal pressure and protects your spine during exertion. Number 2. Isometric push-up. The isometric push-up is a powerful variation of the traditional push-up, but with an important difference for those over 50. It eliminates joint impact while maintaining all the strengthening benefits. This exercise has roots in military practices, where muscular endurance is developed through sustained postures. Contrary to what many think, the isometric push-up is not just an exercise for chest and triceps. It intensely works the entire core, shoulders, and even the glutes when performed correctly. What many people don't know is that isometric contractions are particularly effective for strengthening tendons and ligaments, structures that tend to weaken with age and are frequently the origin of chronic injuries. To perform it correctly, start in a plank position with arms extended, hands aligned with shoulders and fingers pointing forward. Your feet should be together or slightly apart. Now, slowly bend your elbows until they form an angle of approximately 90 degrees and maintain this position. Your body should form a straight line from head to heels. A mistake I frequently see is letting the hips drop or elevate too much, which compromises proper muscle recruitment and can overload the lumbar spine. Another common error is positioning the hands too wide or too close, altering the load distribution between chest and triceps. For beginners, I recommend starting with a modified version, supporting your knees on the floor instead of your feet, maintaining the position for 15 seconds. Perform 3 sets with a 45-second rest interval. As your strength increases, progress to the full version and gradually increase the time to 30, 45, and up to 60 seconds. You'll know you're doing it right when you feel controlled tension in your chest, shoulders, and core, without joint pain. The sensation should be of muscular work, not joint discomfort. A specific benefit for people over 50 is the strengthening of the shoulder stabilizing muscles, frequently weakened and responsible for many of the pains and limitations in the region. Additionally, pectoral development helps counterbalance the natural tendency of the shoulders to curve forward, common with advancing age. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Having constant access to science-based information is what will help you progress with long-term health in the world of bodybuilding. Number 3. Wall sit. The wall sit, also known as wall squat, is an extremely effective isometric exercise that originates from alpine skier training, who needed strong and resistant quadriceps. Despite its apparent simplicity, this exercise promotes impressive regeneration in the knee joints, frequently problematic after 50. The secret lies in the sustained contraction without impact. Unlike dynamic squats, the wall sit completely eliminates joint impact while intensely strengthening the quadriceps, glutes, and core. Studies published in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science have demonstrated that sustained isometric contractions improve joint stability and promote better cartilage nutrition, exactly what we need to regenerate joints after 50. To perform it correctly, position your back against a smooth wall, with feet shoulder width apart and approximately 24 inches away from the wall. Slide your back down the wall until your knees form a 90-degree angle, as if sitting in an imaginary chair. Keep your knees aligned with your ankles, never projecting forward beyond your toes. A common mistake is allowing the knees to project too far forward or deviate inward, which can generate excessive pressure on the patellofemoral joint. Another frequent error is sliding the back downward, losing firm contact with the wall, which drastically reduces the benefits of the exercise. For beginners over 50, I recommend starting with just 20 seconds in position, performing 3 sets with a 45-second rest interval. As you progress, gradually increase to 30, 45, and eventually 60 seconds or more. The beauty of this exercise lies in its ability to strengthen the musculature that supports and protects the knees without causing the wear associated with impact exercises. Additionally, the wall sit promotes excellent cardiovascular work when maintained for longer periods, increasing blood circulation in the legs, essential for those suffering from circulatory problems common after 50. You'll know you're doing it right when you feel a controlled burn in the quadriceps, without acute pain in the knees or lower back. This burn is the result of lactic acid buildup and indicates that your muscles are working at the correct intensity. Remember that controlled breathing is fundamental during the wall sit. Breathe deeply, keeping the abdomen slightly contracted to protect the lumbar spine throughout the exercise. Number 4. Superman. The Superman exercise, despite its catchy name, has roots in therapeutic practices for strengthening the posterior chain. This isometric posture is especially valuable for people over 50 due to its regenerative effect on the spine and its ability to restore muscle balance, often lost with aging. What makes this exercise particularly effective is its focus on the spinal erectors and the deep musculature that supports the spine. With advancing age, these muscles tend to weaken, resulting in curved postures and chronic lower back pain that many consider inevitable. I have observed that regular practitioners of the Superman report significant improvement in posture and reduction of back pain in just 3 to 4 weeks of consistent practice. This occurs because the exercise not only strengthens but also improves neuromuscular communication, essential for spinal stability. To perform it correctly, lie face down on a comfortable mat. Extend your arms in front of your body as if flying. Simultaneously, raise your arms, chest, and legs off the floor, keeping your gaze toward the mat to avoid hyperextending your neck. Your body should form a gentle curve, like a boat. Maintain this isometric position. A common mistake is lifting the head excessively, looking forward, which can cause unnecessary tension in the neck. Another frequent error is trying to lift the limbs too high, excessively arching the lumbar spine, which can cause unwanted vertebral compression. For beginners over 50, I recommend starting with just 10 seconds of contraction. performing 3 sets with a 30-second rest interval. As you progress, gradually increase to 15, 20, and eventually 30 seconds per set. More important than the duration is the quality of the contraction. The beauty of this exercise lies in its ability to intensely work the deep stabilizing muscles of the spine, frequently neglected in conventional workouts. These muscles are essential for preventing disc herniations and other degenerative pathologies common after 50. When you regularly include the Superman in your routine, there is a significant improvement in postural endurance, that ability to maintain good posture throughout the day without fatigue. This drastically reduces stress on the intervertebral discs and spinal facet joints. For a more advanced progression, you can alternate between raising just the arms, just the legs, and then both together, creating a series of isometric contractions that work different portions of the paravertebral musculature. Number 5. Dead hang. The dead hang, or hanging, is a surprisingly regenerative isometric exercise that has its origins in climbing and gymnastics practices. For people over 50, this simple act of supporting the body's weight can literally decompress the spine and restore shoulder health. What makes this exercise particularly valuable is its traction effect on the spine. Throughout the day, gravity compresses the intervertebral discs, reducing the space between vertebrae. This compression tends to worsen with age, resulting in height reduction and potential problems such as disc herniations and nerve compressions. I have observed remarkable results in regular practitioners of this exercise. A study published in the Journal of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation demonstrated that traction exercises can temporarily increase intervertebral space by up to 0.12 inches, significantly relieving pressure on nerves and discs. To perform it correctly, you'll need a firm horizontal bar. Grasp the bar with hands shoulder-width apart, palms facing forward. Let your body hang completely, with arms extended and shoulders relaxed. Your feet should not touch the ground. A common mistake is keeping the shoulders tense and elevated, which nullifies much of the decompressive effect of the exercise. Another frequent error is curving the spine or bending the knees excessively, which compromises the natural alignment of the spine. For beginners over 50, I recommend starting with just 10 seconds suspended, performing 3 sets with 45-second rest intervals. If necessary, you can start with your feet lightly touching the floor to reduce the load. As you progress, gradually increase to 20, 30, and eventually 45 seconds per set. The beauty of this exercise lies in its simplicity and the multiple benefits it offers. In addition to vertebral decompression, the dead hang naturally strengthens the grip and forearm muscles, which frequently weaken with age. It also improves shoulder mobility and general posture of the upper trunk. You'll know you're doing it right when you feel a pleasant stretch in the spine and shoulders without acute pain in any joint. It's normal to feel some discomfort in the grip muscles as they are supporting all your weight. Remember that breathing should be continuous and relaxed during the exercise. Many people tend to unconsciously hold their breath when hanging, which can unnecessarily elevate blood pressure. Number 6. Hollow body hold. The hollow body hold is an isometric exercise originating from Olympic gymnastics, where it serves as a foundation for virtually all advanced movements. For people over 50, this exercise represents a powerful tool to re-establish the neuromuscular connection with the deep core, the true source of body stability. What makes this exercise extraordinary is its ability to simultaneously recruit the entire anterior chain of the body, especially the deep abdominal muscles, like the transverse abdominis, which frequently fall asleep with aging and sedentary lifestyle. The importance of these muscles cannot be underestimated. They form a true natural corset that protects the lumbar spine, improves posture, and even assists basic functions such as breathing and digestion, all functions that tend to deteriorate after 50. To perform it correctly, lie on your back on a comfortable mat. Extend your arms above your head, keeping them next to your ears. Slightly raise your head, shoulders, and legs off the floor, creating a concave shape with your body. The lumbar region should be firmly pressed against the floor. This is the crucial point of the exercise. A mistake I see many people make is arching the lumbar spine, allowing space between the back and the floor. This not only nullifies the benefits of the exercise, but can also overload the lumbar vertebrae. Another common error is raising the legs too high, making it difficult to maintain lumbar contact with the ground. For beginners over 50, I recommend starting with a modified version. Knees bent at 90 degrees, arms extended at the sides of the body, and only the shoulders raised off the floor. Maintain this position for 15 seconds, performing 3 sets with a 30-second rest interval. As you progress, gradually extend your legs and raise your arms above your head, increasing the time to 20, 30, and eventually 45 seconds per set. The goal is not maximum duration, but the quality of the contraction. The beauty of this exercise lies in its ability to reactivate the deep stabilizers that control pelvic and lumbar position. When these muscles function properly, problems such as urinary incontinence and chronic lower back pain tend to significantly improve. You'll know you're doing it right when you feel a deep and controlled contraction in the abdomen without excessive tension in the neck or lower back. Breathing should be constant and controlled, without holding your breath. An additional benefit of the hollow body hold is the improvement in body awareness and proprioception, the ability to sense the body's position in space. This skill is fundamental for preventing falls and improving balance, critical aspects for health and independence after 50. The 6 isometric exercises we've seen today represent a complete approach to regenerating your body after 50. What makes this strategy so effective is precisely the nature of isometric contractions. They strengthen muscles, tendons, and ligaments without causing impact on the joints. If you like this and want to discover another very powerful isometric exercise practiced in Asian communities, we've left a video appearing right now on the screen showing better what this movement is. Be sure to check it out. Thank you for watching this far, and may God bless you, my friend.